So golden rule in plumbing, and I always say it, from day one I was told, maybe a little bit of water that comes out of this one. We shall see. There's the radiator, the valve is underneath there. What's this? What's this? Little copper table. Random. I think we're gonna have a little bit of water. Let's see how quick, yeah, look, it's already coming out. Let's get the bucket under there. You watch, the last one's gonna be where we're gonna get the wettest, I think. It's definitely worth hitting that subscribe button. But as I always say, it's real world plumbing, even underneath the table. In today's video, we have got to change 18 thermostatic radiator valves in this house. Now, some of you who've been watching the channel for a long time will recognise this house. It was one of the first big builds that we've done on the channel, and the customer fitted the Tado unit so that he can control the whole house off the app on his phone. Now, a few of the original thermostatic valves are playing up, so what we've come today to do is completely change all of the TRVs that are on this system for new Honeywell ones. Let me take you in and show you. So here we go. I've stacked them up nice and neat there because I might have used that picture in the thumbnail of this video, but we've got 18 TRVs there and we're swapping them out. These Tado units here are currently on these thermostatic rad valves. Now, over the time, because those Tado units are controlled individually, so you can change the temperature in each individual room, they're constantly moving up and down. So it's put wear on some of them and they began to leak. I think it's been 4 years maybe, but some of them are playing up. So what we're doing, replacing them for the Honeywell Home VTR 120s. Now, it's not a paid advert. I'm not working with Honeywell on this. The customer specifically asked for Honeywell because they've got a 5-year guarantee on the heads. So we've run through the terms and conditions of the warranty on the heads. Everything's fine. Now, what they'll do is, it's quite interesting because the customer's quite specific on this, and for good reason. With Honeywell having a 5-year warranty on them, the merchant will cover the first year, and because I'm fitting them, I'll cover the first year. So if one's got to be swapped out in the first year, you can take it off, I'll cover that, not a problem. The following 4 years, Honeywell works on a system where, let's say this valve here played up, after 3 years, we'd take this valve off, the customer would buy a new one, replace it, would send that valve off to Honeywell. If they deem it to be faulty, they will then reimburse the customer for that valve. But obviously after the first year, they'll have to pay my labour to do that as well, which I've gone through this with the customer, everything's fine. But if we're putting 18 brand new ones in, we should be good to go, touch wood. So it's on a pressurised system. So what we're going to do is take the pressure out of the system and then work from the top floor, we're 4 floors up, work from the top floor down, doing one at a time. The reason doing it one at a time is A, it's me on my own. B, we should be able to take that one off without too much water coming through the system. Off, on, tighten up, done, and work our way down. So without draining the full system, that should work perfectly. Famous last words. So let's get set up, let's get some valves. To be honest, you're not going to need that much. A couple of spanners, a couple of towels just in case, foldable bucket, valves, away we go. Let's go to the top floor and start changing 18 TRV valves in this house. So we're up the top floor of the house, and this is the first radiator we're going to do. As I said, they've got these Tado valves on the rad, so first of all we've got to take this off. They just unscrew it off like a normal TRV. Put that there, and then with our bucket underneath we'll crack the nut, get our other valve ready, crack the nut, pop that out, take this one off, and hopefully we should be good to go. So as you can see there, the pressure's now just about out the system. So what we can do is ease this valve back and whip the other one off. There you go. And just make sure you've got your other one to hand here. So let's pop this one off. And we can just pop the new one straight into position. Like so. Done. They will get slightly easier as we work down, as the pressure drops off more and more. But hopefully they're all as straightforward as that. Give it a little wipe over. Then refit the Tado. Like so, and just give it a little nip up. Done. Valve number 1 done. Sorted. 17 to go. Right then, halfway through and we're on the middle floor now, and it's took the pressure off the system, so we don't really need the foldable bucket underneath anymore. I just put some rags around the bottom of it like that, and when we undo this, we literally just swap it out for the new one and we're good to go. Put a good bit of paste on because we can just wipe it off afterwards. I'd rather put a little bit more on and wipe it off than not enough. Let me just make sure the front of the valve is facing forward. Nip it back up. So golden rule in plumbing, and I always say it, from day one I was told, always look after your knees. So I've always had trousers with pads in the knees. This room, you don't need pads in your knees. Look, it's a kid's playroom, but it's got that soft cushioning on the floors. So yeah, don't need knee pads. Right, we are literally 16 valves down now, I think. Yeah, give or take. So we've got this one to do, and then we're dropping down in the basement for the final 2 valves to change. It's gone all right so far. Touch wood. Don't want to jinx it because there's 2 left. Right, let's get this one done. Right then, final 2 down in the basement. Now, we may get a little bit of water out of this because all the drops are from above. So we've got this one here, and then another one, the very last one is round in sort of like a stock room, junk room, bike room, where I've got to clamber under a table to get to it. But first of all, let's get this one done. There may be a little bit of water that comes out of this one. We shall see. Got the towels down on the floor, got the bucket ready just in case. In fact, I will pop it under just in case there's a bit. There may be a little bit of water comes out of this one, but let's crack this off. Let's see where we're at. Yeah, there's a little bit in it by the looks of it, but if we're quick, we should be okay. Yeah. Done. Because it's right at the bottom of the house down in the basement, you're going to have that little bit of water in there. But we've sorted it. And if you notice, some of them I haven't put paste on. To be honest, the paste that was originally on them is still sort of there or thereabouts, so I don't think we're going to have an issue. Sorted. A little bit of water there, we'll dry that up. Right then, last one. Right, the last one, as I said, there's the radiator. The valve is underneath there, so we'll move most of this stuff out. Ooh. What's this? What's this? Little copper table. Random. Right, we'll move this stuff out the way so we can get access to that valve over in that corner. There's the rest of the knee pad floor, look. Right then, here we are, tucked under the floor to get to this valve, and we've got the little K550 Unilite in here. Now, shameless plug while under the table, obviously this channel's sponsored by Unilite, so I'll put a link down in the description. If you want anything from Unilite, use my code MJTIFF, get you 25% off everything at Unilite. Description, link down in the description. Go and grab yourself a light, because that is proper handy. I've got a couple of them, just keep them in the pockets of the work trousers, and it's perfect. Like now, I'd have had to have gone up 2 flights of stairs to go and get my light. So, right, last one set the camera up there so that you lot can see, and hopefully the last one goes to plan. Let's get set up first. We'll put our rags down just to catch a little bit of water, like so. We'll get our valve out ready. There she is. And then whip the head off. This table that I'm under is properly low. I'm literally on my hands and knees. Hey, but as I always say, it's real world plumbing, even underneath the table. Right, let's get that ready. I think we're going to have a little bit of water, but let's see how quick. Yeah, look, it's already coming out. Let's get the bucket under there. You watch, the last one's going to be where we're going to get the wettest, I think. I think it's all right. Let's take that off and that off. There we go. Right. Done. That weren't too bad, was it? Job done. Right, all we've got left to do then, once I've done this, is go around, double check all the nuts are tight on all the rads, and then repressurise the system. But the good thing is, because we haven't lost too much water out the system, it'll be a case of pressurising it up, letting the air out, and then, like I always say, get the heating on and give it a heat test. So if you've got this far in the video, it's definitely worth hitting that subscribe button, dropping a comment, give it a thumbs up, press the like button on the video if you liked it, and yeah, get subscribed to the channel. That is all the rads done. Let's go upstairs now, tidy up, as I said, fill the system, get some air out and get the heat on. So all the rads upstairs, on the middle floor, the ground floor and the basement, I've checked them, made sure they're all right. All we've got to do now is repressurise the system. Obviously, pressure gauge here, filling loop here, and let's get some water into it. In theory, it shouldn't take much topping up, because all we've done is dropped out little bits out of each rad. Now, there you go, look. If we pop it up to about there, about 2 bar, and then what we can do, we can go round now, start from the ground floor, work our way up and get all the air out of the system. So let's go round and vent all these rads.
A few moments later.
There we go, heating's on, running, pressure's holding in the system. Over here on the boiler, boiler's running perfectly. Been round, checked all the radiators. Obviously, because it's a really nice sunny day, I don't want to leave the heating on for too long. So all is good, all is well, all the valves are working, no leaks, exactly what we want. So if you've enjoyed this, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, drop me a comment, give it a thumbs up, and I'll catch you on the next one.